That makes it a 7-3 lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ryan Switzer on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
for 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
A give to Smallwood out of the gun.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Jackson now.
And you know he wants to make the most of every...
And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll run with Smallwood. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to the
turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Being chased out left. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Smallwood, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Jackson, flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So they got the deal. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
in the back, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
23 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Smallwood. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ben to throw again. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner.
Kenyon Barner on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They run Smallwood, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior.
And look at this. He's going to keep it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to.
It's caught inside the 25.
Jackson.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
23 more yards.
23 yards on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now it's Barner. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Barner on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Calais Campbell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger and McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off near the 29, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he's brought down. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A dump off to Smallwood. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
At their own
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll run the rookie second-rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a long 11-play drive.
34.
And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Pittsburgh.
So we've reached halftime here on the Thanks. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 42 yards. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
He was brought down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Roethlisberger hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
Smallwood, the ball carrier.
Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Jackson.
A 13-yard touchdown run. as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Switzer now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Schuster.
11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the
from midfield now. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st and 10.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Smallwood. And he loses the football a second time.
Wendell Smallwood, the ball carrier. A fumble on the
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Trying to run for it with Snell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Boswell's kick is good.
The field goal,
and that'll move him back within 6 now.
The score. Ravens.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At his 49-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make this a 9-point lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Smallwood. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Wendell Smallwood,
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Deontay Johnson.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
48, come on. Got to do better.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
37.
Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. And
he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Wendell Smallwood with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Kenyon Barner on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he powers his way up past the 30.
From the ball carrier.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he gets it down to the 32. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st down.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've... during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield. That has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on on to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
48 for Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
25-yard line.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That's caught by the 6'8 tight end, Zach Gentry. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. A dump off to Smallwood. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Steelers first down.
A run with Smallwood. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Wendell Smallwood with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
And it's third down.
Incomplete. It's third.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Down Steelers.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Barner. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Conversion is successful.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And the Steelers on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. This is Johnson, he's got it.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Come on now.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 11-yard line.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Ben to throw again. And he's got it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Barner.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson's back.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He uncorks it for Snead. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Jackson.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
Juju Smith-Schuster. That's good.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass for night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup.
You look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
The score, Steelers 68.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Offside. Defense.
Oh, man. That's it, baby.
Tonight, final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.
We're sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, but at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Pittsburgh,